Old Jeb, while scything Latter Lammas' late hay, remembers youth and how it felt young love, when, with his pole, his hand would roving go, while they a trysting in the meadow lay. Their love, a smouldering peat, burned long and slow, and though old now, from embers burning low, that night an ardent flame of passion flowers, a Latter Lammas of summer love regrown. Like bread dough proving in a kneading trough, her tummy as he strokes it gathers folds, and stirs the skin that's draped on bone like cloth, reviving ovens that long have languished cold. Though rough from wielding implements of iron, she feels the art of rustic hands still there, of coaxing from dry tinder prurient fire, and fostering flame with tenderness and care. And as her body's base pulsates, it glows, the leaven of their intimacy raised, and his, that like an old cart creaked and groaned, feels light of heart, unburdened of its load. Embraced, their seasoned skin reverberates, as if the village bells pealed in their frames, the way that church walls, resonating, feel bright hymns that shake the gilded weather vane. Their clothes cast off lie crumpled on the floor, like remnants of the bodies souls have shed, that wait for their inhabitants' return when songbirds sing and sleepers rise from bed. They woke in darkness and in nakedness, and got up as the resurrected might, as ghostly silhouettes, not fully formed, that move uncertainly with unclear sight. The half-light cloaked them from each other's eyes, still unaccustomed to reality, still surfacing from where the exercise of love, from guarded consciousness, is free, returning to the habits of the mind that leave no space for fantasies of night, which bury with respectability and grime of toil those gardens of delight. At times they woke to hear the weather beat about the chimney, gusts of westerlies which whip the copse to surf of foaming green and wooded hillsides into heaving seas, or times when only frost and water reigned, and raucous seagulls buffeted by breeze were echoes in a world turned crystalline, where spiders tattered rigging tinselled eaves, and branches crazed and cracked white skies with black, above bare trunks which, spare and self-contained, sunk deep in contemplation of bleak fields of snow and ice, willed spring to bud again. Since then, the swinging bell has intervened to beautifully ring and sing the hours that piled new days on old and made the years, and told the dead with solitary knell. One morning, Jacob rouses from a dream of times now lost, when Polly, by his side, beneath the slumbering centuries' sleep of beams, would sleep the deep sleep of the satisfied. He sees her bathed in warm and milky sheets, which lap her smooth skin, pure and marbeline, concealing sculpted undulating curves, voluptuous as a Venus in her prime. Her slender form stepped out of bed, put on her petticoat and dress, which, ripped and torn, were naught but shreds, then vanished with a look of sadness indescribably forlorn. The pistons of a passing horse's hoofs percussion taps the cottage window pane, its silver surface slow developing an antique picture of the drear dawn lane. While getting up alone he thinks of her, still lying naked next to where he lay, but tarries not to heed her watching gaze, which in its frame has never aged, though grey. And there she lay, when on their nuptial morn she seemed to him a blessed and treasured prize, and there her body found its final form, until on Latter Lammas day we rise. He leaves the house and finds, forever young, a sky fresh-faced, clouds gleaming, cleansed by rain. The meadow life, both winged and crawling, throngs and clamours, hastes to see the sun again. Both usefulness and beauty deck the earth, and sing an ancient and unchanging rhyme, that never jades nor ever loses worth, of human work and nature's work entwined. All trades and creatures gather in his mind, and there, unchanged, Poll takes him by the hand, and walks with him to work, to see and hear the life that tied them to each other and the land. A shire horse coat's resplendent sheen of silk, the fine white feathering of its fetlocks combed, a bridle buffed to shine like conker skins, the sound of plump pink udders lashing milk, the tempo of 2 axes notching trees, and mill-wheel paddles' languid reaping pace, that cut through hazy overtones of hives whose music is the industry of bees. A scythe's sweet hiss that swoops to shear lush grass, a clanking ploughshare cleaving sullen clay, the carefree laughter of a lad and lass, the blacksmith's hammer heralding the day.